Good morning. It is May 30, and we are drinking mimosas. Why? Well, it's because it's my daughter's birthday. And since we're stuck in quarantine, our options were limited. So I asked Michaela what she would like to do for her birthday. And this is what she said.
I want to have a baking competition show.
The Great Westra Bake-Off! Birthday edition. Contestants will draw blindly from a hat to pick their choice of brownies, cake, or cookies, and will be limited to whatever they may find in the confines of our small kitchen.
Okay.
What are we doing here?
So this is the start of the Great Westra Bake-Off. The first step is to decide who bakes what.
Okay.
And our options are either cookies, brownies, or cake. So it looks like Jennifer Westra here will be the first to use the tongs of destiny to pick of her options. All right. What did you get, Mom? Brownies.
We need some weed.
All right. I will go next.
My gin to tonic ratio's off.
Okay.
Cake.
All right. I think I know what I'm gonna get, but let me give this a shot here. Do I have to open it with this?
Sure.
We know what it is, though.
Cookies.
Yes!
I'm going to bed now. I gotta work in the morning.
Okie dokie. We will start up again on May 30th.
Welcome, everyone, to the Great Westra Bake-Off. I'm your host, Eric Westra, and today's competition is going to be fierce on this special birthday edition of the Westra Bake-Off. So let's meet our contestants.
Yeah.
Michaela Westra.
My name is Michaela Westra, as you just heard. What did you need me to say?
Introduce yourself.
Well, I am the birthday girl, and the only one with professional baking experience.
Uh-oh.
So basically I'm going to win. And a fun thing about myself. Well, obviously I like Disney music.
And our next contestant is my beautiful but camera-shy wife, Jennifer Westra. And contestant number 3, as a surprise, is the host of the show, myself, Eric Westra. I really don't have any baking experience, and some of my experience I do have is not very flattering. However, my creativity may push me over the edge. Okay, so I chose cookies, or was left with the option of cookies. And I think I can't go wrong. I mean, it's pretty basic. So I'm going with, you know, the popular choice of a chocolate chip cookie. This is a fairly straightforward chocolate chip cookie recipe. I've got a cup of butter that's supposed to be at room temperature, but you know, close enough. A cup of sugar, half a cup of light brown sugar, 2 teaspoons of vanilla that was actually handmade by the other contestant, my wife Jennifer, which is definitely vodka-ish vanilla. We've got a couple eggs. There's a teaspoon of kosher salt, a teaspoon of baking sodas in there, a few cups of flour, a couple of cups of chocolate chips. So there we go. Actually, you know what? My wife is going to be making a tried and true recipe of brownies, and Michaela, I mean, she's got professional baking experience, so I'm really going to need to change things up and take things to the next level. Okay, so really I might not know what I'm doing here, but I'm going to remove the salt from the recipe and add in leftover bacon grease from this morning. I'm going to add in more chocolate chips because, you know, people like chocolate. And then I'm going to add in some more sweetness with some raspberry jam because these are only semi-sweet. And then some of this from Long Road Distillery. It's a green walnut liqueur. Now, because I'm adding so many more wet ingredients, I'm probably gonna, let's say, take half of that stick of butter away. I don't know.
Well, I picked out the cake. So my plan is to make a vanilla almond cake. So I have a little bit of vanilla and almond flavoring, but I also have some vanilla peaches. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to use some of the juice from these peaches to help flavor my cake. I haven't decided yet if I want to have it in the cake or in the frosting. So yeah, this is all my cake ingredients, and then I also have some powdered sugar and some milk, and I'll get some butter and I'll make some buttercream. And then I also have some white chocolate chips that I think I'm going to melt and color and make something kind of 3D to put on top of my cake.
Sounding creative.
And I already have my 2 pans ready for my cake. I cut out little circle pan liners. So I'll have the 2, maybe 4 layers with the frosting in between. I also have some food coloring. My plan is to maybe go like a plummy mauve color for the inside of my cake. We'll see how that goes. Based on my competition's color work, we'll see what happens.
Oh. All right, Jen, what do we have here?
Brownies.
I see some interesting things to your creation in store here. I've been informed that this is Jen's, one of her secret ingredients. I've always wondered how you pronounce that. Insert joke here. On your mark, get set, go! Is it room temperature yet? So this is the green walnut liqueur. You haven't tried it. You maybe should. Look what I found! And boom! So, was this a sausage making competition? Maize and blue, baby! Go blue! Roy G. Biv. And bada boom, bada bing. Didn't they used to print Bibles on parchment? And here we go. Boom. It turned colors.
It did. Now it is a nice pinkish.
On your Echo. To get started, just say "Got Game" to your Amazon.
I have my batter ready, and I'm going to put these in the oven for about 27 minutes.
So I'm secretly a little bit worried about our other competitor. She likes to work a little bit more in private. So I don't know what she has up her sleeve, but it could be some fierce competition.
Yeah, I'm a little worried. She knows that simple is best, and knowing us, we like to go overboard.
True.
So we might go overboard too much, and she might have been in the safe lane by going pretty simple. So I'm a little worried about the flavor of my cake because I was tasting the batter as I was flavoring it, and I couldn't taste the almond, so I went a little overboard with the flavoring. So I don't know how it's going to turn out. It could either turn out not tasting like anything, or it could taste like way too much almond. Okay, now time for my secret ingredient.
Are those vanilla peaches?
They are.
What? Wait, what are you doing?
I'm making little leaves, hopefully.
I guess you are a professional. Competition is fierce. And the kitchen is crowded. I'm fascinated.
I don't know if it's gonna work. So this is what I'm making of a mistake.
That's made out of chocolate?
Yes.
I don't know. This is looking badder than mine.
Make this in 45 minutes.
How much whiskey did you put in there?
I didn't put whiskey in there yet.
Okay.
It was still warm. Okay, it's 1:55. Add 5 minutes to my time. No.
One of our contestants forgot to turn the oven on. Bloop.
Yep. Didn't hear it from me, but I heard from another contestant that Dad has sabotaged said contestant.
Untrue. And so, her original idea of getting all fancy with some frosting flowers, how's that working out?
It's not. My frosting, I must have put something in it that is gonna make it not as thick. So when I make my frosting flowers, it starts to melt by the time I'm finished.
Is your cake too hot?
Nope, I wasn't making the flowers on the cake. I was making them on something else.
I just want to say for the record that I did not put garlic into Michaela's frosting, and I did not turn off the oven midway for Jen's creation. Just so you know. As Michaela puts the finishing touches on her cake, Jen decides to put her brownies back in the oven for 5 minutes. There's been an awful lot of frangelico, and I don't know what else has been added here. What are we doing now? Oh, I see. Boozy brownies. Bakers, utensils down! Put all baking utensils down! What has happened here? And the final product. 2 dozen cookies, spelling out 24 for the number of years that Michaela is celebrating. Woo!
Ella, get inside.
This is the boozy brownie. Here are the completed projects. Who will be the winner? All right, first up is the cookie portion made by Great Westra. Rainbow cookie.
It's very gooey.
Mm-hmm.
Very chocolatey.
It is.
Did I bake it enough?
Probably could have
Not
baked
baked
for a
a
little
little
bit
more.
longer.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
What were the flavors you put in this?
So, there was some bacon grease in there. Some green walnut liqueur. Some raspberry jam.
Really?
Yeah. Vanilla. I don't know. I'm just throwing stuff in there.
Maybe that's why
It's
it's
pretty
so-
good though, right?
So it's still kind of wet. What's the word?
Gooey.
Gooey. All right.
Oh. Extra points for gooey.
All right. What should we try next? Cake or brownie?
Well, birthday girl, your choice. What goes next?
Well, I guess I started next, so cake next.
Okay, do I have a fork?
What'd you do with this fork, Mom?
There was a fork here?
We have 3 forks.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I found one.
All right.
Okay.
Cake.
I mean, like overall, it's with the frosting and the flowers and stuff. That's pretty impressive.
And it wasn't a pink cake to start out with.
No.
Was it yellow?
Mm-hmm.
I like the frosting.
Thank you. That has, it's vanilla frosting with vanilla peach juice.
Oh, you put the peach juice in it? That's right. We talked about the syrup that was in there.
Yep. I think that kind of made it a little too melty, but
What about the actual cake portion?
put almond flavoring in it.
That's what it is. Do you taste it now? Yeah.
You can taste it
Yeah, do you?
a little bit. It's very light.
I think I'm just gonna eat this whole thing.
Okay.
Jen, what do you think?
It was good.
Not as gooey?
Not as gooey.
It's like,
I taste the almond.
good or
I
bad?
don't taste the peach. Did you put peach in the...
I didn't want it to be super peachy, so I just put the juice in there. So it's supposed to be peach tinted vanilla.
Mm-hmm.
millions of peaches. Mm-hmm.
Well, the cake is the way it's supposed to be. Look at that.
Super fluffy.
Mm-hmm. All
Very
right.
artsy. So you can continue enjoying the cake if you'd like, but I'm ready for the brownie portion.
Okay.
So the brownie has hazelnut
And it's
liqueur.
firm here.
Hazelnut liqueur and
After it baked, I brushed on some Journeyman whiskey.
well, it smells like brownie. So that's good, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't smell any of the liquor.
I'm not getting too much of the booze.
The flavor, though,
Oh, no,
Kind
maybe
of.
I am. A little
little
bit
bit.
later.
a little bit later.
It showed up. It showed up in
So
a
I
minute.
did an 8x8 pan, so I did the thick brownie.
It's very, very thick.
Yeah.
Dense.
The only thing I changed with the baking is instead of water, I did the liqueur.
That's good. I like the liquor choice.
Oh, I got a lot of whiskey in that bite. Like a lot. I didn't notice it on the other one.
It went all in
No, I'm not kidding. The first bite I didn't have any, but it's all there now.
I think it was there the whole time.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I taste it. Can't serve this to kids.
It's going to be a tough decision here.
All right, Mom. Do you have a favorite? Taste-wise?
I think I do.
Which one is your favorite taste-wise?
Taste, I'm gonna go with cake.
Cake. Dad, what's your favorite taste-wise?
Oh man.
What? I'm still thinking. This is a lot to. This is a very important, heavy question to answer here.
I'm tasting.
Whiskey.
Yeah.
I'm glad I closed with the brownie.
It was only a quarter cup.
Well, what are you leaning towards? What is you?
Me?
Yes.
Honestly, I think my favorite was the brownie.
Okay.
It's the chocolate with the booze.
Yeah.
It's a boozy brownie.
Yeah, the boozy brownie. That's my choice here.
Well, I
You're
mean,
gonna choose cookie.
I hate to make this a three-way tie, and it would be, as the host, it would probably be dumb of me to vote for my own thing, but I don't know. It was very made with love in the shape of 24.
It was too gooey. And we're not talking about
Ella, no.
shape and aesthetics. We're
Super
talking about
colorful. I
Taste.
love chocolate.
We're not talking about looks right now.
We're talking
We're talking about how
taste.
it tastes in your mouth, not through your eyeballs.
Then maybe I will go with the cake.
Okay.
Since you pressured me.
Now, look-wise, what's the word I'm looking for?
Aesthetically
Appearance?
No, change my taste back to the ooey gooey.
Okay.
This is really a stressful time right now. How many categories are we voting on?
The only ones I can think of are taste, appearance, and creativity.
Okay.
Unless you guys can think of something else. We can always have like an online poll. We can post
Sure,
a
maybe.
video and have you guys decide the final winner.
Like, click, subscribe. Just kidding. We don't do that.
Okay, appearance, Mom.
I would say the cake.
Okay.
Yeah, the professional. I mean, you knew what you were doing. And although I love my rainbow, I'm going to have to say that the cake for sure won on the appearance.
No, you may not have any of the gooey booey brownies.
And of course, I made them with colors that I really like. And, you know, I really like colors.
Oh my gosh. No,
So I'm going to
may
have to
not
go with
gooey
the
gooey
cake as
cookie.
well on the appearance.
Because you like the color palette?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, let's talk about creativity.
Okay.
Mom, what do you think out of all of them is the most creative, both taste and appearance wise?
Well, creativity is its own category, right? So
Mhm.
you
Yeah.
have to be with both.
How creative away from the original cookie brownie
Okay.
cake?
I'm gonna go with the brownie because the brownie did not have. The cake was an original looking cake. The cookies were arranged in a way, but you know, a cookie.
Rainbow. And
I had.
mine's the only one that has bacon grease in it.
That had nothing to do with any of this. And all you did was bake. You didn't put anything, no frosting, no decoration. You arranged it on a platter.
Green walnut liqueur.
I'm sticking with my brownie.
Uh-huh.
hey, it's the Journeyman whiskey.
Dad?
Well, I mean, like I said, I think I was most creative in terms of like what I put into it.
Oh my gosh, Westra.
I mean, it's not just a chocolate chip cookie. I mean, a chocolate chip cookie
You're
is a
just
standard,
sitting here
like, great
defending
thing.
what you did instead of talking about anybody else.
But you think about, like, bacon grease and green walnut liqueur and raspberry jam in a chocolate chip cookie that looks like a rainbow. That's the most creative one, I think. That's just what I'm saying. That's my vote. I'm sorry that I'm the one that made it.
I don't think you're sorry about that at all.
Do we have any other categories that we want to add to our voting before we
No, I
continue?
think that's probably good. What is your vote on creativity?
This is
Is
too
it because
stressful.
of the making the awesome flowers and white
You
chocolate
guys, I just want to
leaves?
say, did not take into account that I made chocolate leaves.
Yeah,
Okay.
I know you made chocolate leaves.
And I colored every part of my cake. The inside, the outside. I mixed 3 different colored frostings. Not that I used them all, but I mixed technically 4 because there's white. So there's 4 different colored frostings.
That's why I voted for you on appearance.
I also put in peach juice. You
Sure.
guys didn't even think of peach juice. You guys are just like alcohol, obviously.
No, that was me.
What are you trying to say? Okay, vote.
And I did like that Mom used 2 different kinds of liquors that kind of complemented each other.
Okay.
So it's not like
Hazelnut,
just
yeah.
one liquor. She was like, no, I have a plan. I'm going to use 2 different liquors that are going to work together. And she brushed on that liquor on top and it just like seeped in.
Oh yeah, I could tell on that last bite.
It was dense.
And I guess for Dad's, he did use the most amount of odd ingredients into his cookies.
And the most amount of time in the kitchen.
And there's just so many parts that you can't even taste the difference between all of the parts.
That's a blend. It's a blend.
Is this a compliment or a...
This is a pleasant critique.
And I do kind of like that he took the time to mix 4 different colored batters.
Did you do 4 or 3?
Before, yes.
There was 4?
Red, yellow, green, and blue. So he mixed 4 different colored batters. I don't know if you guys saw this, but he mixed 4 different colored batters. I don't know if this is how you did it, but then he made a cookie and then he cut it into 4 and then he like Frankensteined them together into one cookie.
I didn't know.
Which I guess is pretty creative. So
Yeah.
I guess this is my long way of saying I vote for cookie.
Yes. Okay. We're going to have to tally up the totals here.
If you didn't change your first vote in taste from cake to cookie, it would have been a tie between you and me, just so that you know.
No, we're gonna
Actually, I
pause
have a
here
lot of cake.
because there's a lot of tallying and computing to do now. We'll be back right after these messages. Okay, after much deliberation, we've decided. Wait, hold on, someone's calling. It's Brogan.
Hi.
Hi, Brogan.
Are you
Zooming me right now?
Yeah, yes. We're about to announce the winner of the contest, but what are you doing?
I still have to go buy supplies, so I guess I automatically exempt.
Oh, wait.
Send my application tomorrow.
We have a late entry into the Westra Bake-Off. What are you making?
I don't know yet. A pie or cookies?
Oh my goodness. Just as it was a tough decision to see where we are, but you just threw something interesting into the mix.
Okay.
All right, so not only do you have to make something then, but you also have to look at the video and pretend you're eating each of the entries so you can decide which of the things you'd like to vote on.
Okay.
And you can vote for yourself.
Okay, my imaginary hat doesn't exist yet stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
You've always had a good imagination, so.
Okay.
And as long as you're here, we may as well sing happy birthday.
Did Brogan... She probably shouldn't be going out right now.
Why?
Well, are they still protesting in downtown Detroit? I mean, where are you going to be going?
The grocery store?
Okay.
So, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
She's not sitting up.
Happy birthday, dear Michaela. Happy birthday to you. Good luck, Challenger 4. We will be awaiting your results.
Okay, I will get back to you. Love you guys.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.
Wait, what's the PS separate video?
I was just going to tell you, if you ever use these square marshmallows to actually make s'mores out of, way too much marshmallow gets all over your fingers. It's terrible.
I told them. They told me I should write a letter. Okay. Okay, bye.
Wait, let's put our supplies away at least.
Yes, no need for that.
Okay. Alright, Jonah. What do we have here so far? Tell me about these cookies. We'll take that part off.
I don't want to participate in telling you about these cookies. You're interviewing me about shitty chocolate chip cookies.
Tell me about these cookies.
Well, they were made with milk chocolate chips because I didn't have time to buy other ones. So it turned out kind of eh.
Anyways.
We're definitely not going to eat those. I wouldn't vote for them. So I suggest you don't either.
Okay.
That's why we're seeking alternative methods of yumminess.
I also just caught them.
Fine, who cares?
Tell me about what you're making right now.
This is a banana split. This is probably going to be the best one. Because, well, the pie we baked still got like 2 hours before we can eat it. So it'll be breakfast in the morning. This is some kind of crappy strawberry syrup.
Okay.
This is some mediocre Kroger brand hot fudge.
You guys got some stiff competition here.
I'm killing this.
Wow. Banana split.
In a cup.
Oh, fancy. I made these. They're
Pineapple
like...
out of a can's pretty good though.
They're Oreos. With marshmallows. No.
Okay, what do we got going on here?
Okay, let me show you the Let me show you the first. We got these cookies.
They're not very good.
Why are you laughing?
Because we did really bad. And then we have these cookies.
Those are pretty creative.
What?
Is that a
They're like-
marshmallow?
Tell me what's going on here.
It's a Oreo
With a marshmallow?
I'm getting all over my fingers right now. It's an Oreo. Ew.
She used the marshmallow, the campfire marshmallow on it.
There's a.
Like an Oreo? And a marshmallow, and an Oreo, and then drizzled chocolate on top. Really?
Well, there's extra chocolate added though too. I'm seeing.
Very creative.
Okay.
Melt the marshmallow at least.
Very,
What?
very nice. I don't know if that's gonna change.
We're not done. Yeah, this
Oh
pie.
wait, what is this?
You made a pie?
Pie. This looks very good. Jordan did this.
They store by the pie.
Is that store bought?
No.
Maybe.
Oh!
No, you'd never. This is a banana split in a cup.
Wow.
Whoa! So now for sheer volume and variety, I am gonna have to give you extra points here.
I'm gonna eat this though.
Yeah, the banana split looks good.
They made two different kinds of cookies.
They made a pie.
Possibly made a pie
That's questionable.
and a banana split.
Logan must be starving to make that much.
Okay, well,
Which one?
Alright, now you gotta show us what you guys made.
Yeah, are we supposed to eat these all together? Jordan's already eating banana split. He's cheating.
okay. Well,
Banana split.
you saw the video that I sent. There was the rainbowy chocolate chip cookies.
Mm-hmm.
Should I tell her that there's bacon grease in it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There is bacon grease in it, so
That sounds gross. Can
not to offend the vegan daughter.
There's also
I vegetarian?
jam and
Green walnut liqueur.
yeah.
And then the other thing was some boozy brownies, which definitely had some whiskey flavor kick to them. And then we also have the very professional looking cake with the handmade roses and leaves on there.
I don't know. I think just off pure how it looks, Jordan and I are gonna have to take home the win. I don't know. Did you see my first cookie?
No, yeah, those were pretty amazing.
I think so too.
Alright, now, if we are the first ones to eat everything we bake, do we get extra points?
A new competition, eat off, because I'll actually win that one.
So if you can eat everything that's there in 5 minutes.
We win by default.
That pie is so hot.
All right,
Because by burning ourselves with that.
let me consult the judges here.
Okay.
Ha-
Oh shit, we're talking.
have your votes changed?
My votes personally, no.
I think I'm gonna.
She did drizzle chocolate on the Oreo.
If you weren't laughing through the entire presentation, maybe it'd be different. But
What was your other cookie?
She made chocolate chip cookie. She made the Oreo s'more sandwich,
Uh-huh.
pie,
Maybe
and a
the
banana
pie-
split.
The pie maybe.
Maybe.
the pie looks very nicely done.
Was it a Marie Calder's? That's Marie pie.
Was it a frozen pie?
I don't think they're going to admit to it.
Does a great job decorating her pies.
I refuse to accept side separation.
All right. Well, after much deliberation,
Well, we have to at least give a 1 on something. So, you know.
I gave her bonus points for just the quantity.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
quantity wasn't one of our categories.
Well, I created a new category.
Okay.
Any points?
Then you would have gotten second place because you made a lot of cookies.
For having a banana split in a bake-off.
That is true.
Well, it's hot out.
Oreos in a bake-off. Pretty creative.
It's pretty hot out. You gotta have standard ice cream.
The winner is Michaela Westra!
Oh my god!
The birthday girl won! I cannot believe it! Oh my gosh, this has been an exciting episode. Thank you all for joining us for the Great Westra Bake-Off.